Hello, thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance. My name is Nehru. Thank you so much for tuning in, subscribers. Welcome to the channel, Mode, MOHD. Welcome to the channel, our newest public subscriber. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. Complete transparency with this reading. Today has been interesting energetically, and perhaps you are feeling it. More news out about religious organization. This one happens to be in Hinesville, Georgia. And the church leader and 7 other individuals were arrested for identity theft, false marriages. They were processing or conducting fake marriages in order to steal VA benefits from veterans and military. Hinesville is the city in Georgia where it's more like a town, but it is where Fort Stewart is located. Fort Stewart is home of 3rd Infantry Division, 3rd ID. I served there, the one deployment that I did go on. I volunteered for others, but my time and that sort of thing at that duty station, those things overlapped at those other locations. So I had to, So the deployment that I did go on, I was there between 2000 and 2002 at Fort Stewart. I was not there for the majority, physically for the majority of the time, because I was deployed for half that time. So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what all this is about right now. Thank you, Divine, for the day. Thank you for your truth. Continue to give gratitude and thank you for all that you've done for me and all that you've shown me through dreams, visions from birth until now, this lifetime. All of the healing internally and to the physical body. Sometimes, collective, there's just nothing for you to do. And one of the things that I've been asking, or I guess really asking myself, and again, complete transparency. Divine calls me faithful, and that's not just something I made up. Someone confirmed that to me in 2003. They told me that divine calls me faithful. And I was faithful then and now. And sometimes there's no physical rhyme or reason, or, you can't put it on paper, or put your finger on it, as they say. But the other day I sang a song, part of a song, on a reading. And it's by I think the Isley Brothers. So it's an older song, probably released in the 70s. Maybe maybe. It's called Living for the Love of You. And part of that song says, I've done just about all that I can do. And that's where I am. Releasing what I can't control. And sometimes it might be difficult to grasp why someone who loves divine so much, such as you do, why someone who loves divine so much is tortured, and then beyond the torture, you are made to wait. And even beyond waiting, a lot of the waiting is for us to do the work on ourselves. But even once the work is done, sometimes you're just made to wait. And through my Job experience and everything, I've remained faithful. Something that I got today is, if you are in position for divine masculine or divine feminine to come into your life, whichever you are not, in some cases, the divine masculine or divine feminine has been playing their own game, and they've had friends who they've asked to create accounts, social media accounts, Instagram, X, whatever you're on, and test your faithfulness to yourself, your faithfulness to celibacy, your faithfulness to remaining single and waiting for that divine masculine or divine feminine. So some of you may hear about this once you meet them, and they will tell you that they've tested you. And they've sent friends in with fake accounts, or they created fake accounts, and they did that in order to test you, to see if you were going to entertain whatever fake profile was sent to you or messaged you. And there's a lot to be said about someone who does something like that. But I won't dwell on that. So I've done just about all that I can do. I've done all that I can do. I've asked Divine numerous times today, as I have in the past in moments such as this, and there have been those. They are few and far between, but they have been. And I've asked Divine, what else can I do? And today, clearer than ever, I'm hearing nothing. There's nothing else for you to do. There's nothing. Except for stay the course, confirmation with that dog bark, And I'm in a hotel. The dog is barking. There's a dog in the hotel, I guess. And that's not uncommon, I guess. But, yeah. When there's nothing else for you to do, I guess stand, as they say, Or Rosa Parks, sit, have a seat. So, to my Divine Masculine, I hope you're doing well. And hopefully the union isn't too far away. Same thing with same thing for you, collective. I hope that the love that you're yearning for, that your spirit yearns for, and the past love soulmate, or what have you, if you are being reunited with a past life soulmate, that I hope they're doing well, and I hope they continue to do whatever work is necessary in their journeying towards you. If you are the one to do the work, and you know you are the one to pursue, then as I've stated to my Divine Masculine, I hope that you are doing the work and staying in the right frame of mind to receive. I would never claim to understand human nature. Michael Jackson asked about it in a song titled Human Nature. And he said, why must you do me this way? So Michael didn't understand. So yeah, let's pull a couple of cards and see what the energy's all about at this time. And I've meditated a lot of time outside today because of the restlessness. So you could be feeling restless. And that's my stomach. So that could be confirmations too. Yeah. So we have the Eight of Wands for communication. So there's some communication that's on the way. We have the Queen of Wands for courage and bravery. And we have the Ace of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. And the fourth card that came out is the King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is someone who's well-to-do financially. Well-to-do is, it's a matter of opinion, I guess, whatever well-to-do is, for some. 500,000 a year is well-to-do, 10,000 say in the savings accounts well-to-do. For others, it's 10 million, 50, 100, 600 million, whatever. So yeah, someone who's done well financially. Okay. We have the Emperor. So this Emperor has the money bags. Okay. I have already, hopefully, said enough to express to my divine masculine that I'm not interested in her money, and if we are to be whatever legal means we need to take in order to protect what she's already built, I'm perfectly fine with that. Meaning prenuptial or whatever that may happen to be. If this energy coming out is for me. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups. And as I stated, I mentioned past life. And past life is what that Six of Cups could represent for you. So that's a confirmation, I guess. So there's something about a past life connection, or reunion of some sort. Okay, we have the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. All right, so with the Tower and the Three of Pentacles, the religious book, the Bible, states that a three-strand cord isn't easily broken, right? 3. And so teamwork or collaborations of some sort coming in for you. And there's a tower of some sort. We have the Four of Wands for a celebration or a jubilee, I like to say. So, okay. Let's get a couple of angel numbers. I'm really not filling up to the messages today, the stack, so we won't bother with that. So we have 5555, so 5555, 1616, and 0303. So 5555 is clarity. You aren't a victim of circumstances, regardless of how we may feel at this current time, collective, or what the energy is. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Okay. And the challenge is anticipating when the end is, or when the conclusion is, or when closure comes, or whenever. And I guess, and I say that is the challenge, is not to anticipate, I guess, or that. And there are things that I'm still tweaking in that, and that is, one is believing without expectation, or is that possible? Can you believe without expectation? I believe you can believe without expectation of certain things. You can believe without expectation of when. You can live without expectation of who and where, how. So you can live without certain expectations. And that's what I've been trying to do. And if divine has confirmed in you that there's nothing else to do, well, then you must have been successful at transmuting that energy and so 1616 is for readjustments. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic relationship, or it doesn't say relationship, beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Again, that past life energy we got with, what was it? I don't remember. Whichever. Let me look at the cards. Six of Cups. Okay. So with that Six of Cups, representing past life connections, this 1616 for readjustments is confirming that. Okay. And then we have 0303 for taking chances. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. And your discerning comes in when determining whether or not these opportunities are really truly going to change your life for the better. I'm looking at the lifestyle cards, and these particular cards the majority of them are, I will say the majority of them are negative, or I guess, or shadow dark energy kind of thing. But we'll pull a couple and we'll see. So we have four. Okay. We have the catfish, we have the sack of shit, smelly, catfish, confirmation. Something's being flushed down, or something's being washed, or someone's trying to get rid of something. That's a dishwasher, food going down the dishwasher. So someone could have put something in the dishwasher. Or garbage disposal, excuse me, not dishwasher, garbage disposal. Okay, and then we have the used hybrid. So someone may not be able to travel to do whatever they were doing to you, collective. Travel to you, travel to the sorcerer, travel to the tarot reader, travel to the witchcraft worker, whatever that is. Someone may no longer be able to travel. And someone's old tactics no longer work. So old technology or a used hybrid. Okay. We do have the last eclipse of 2025, the last eclipse of the year of the snake is September 21st, and it is a partial eclipse, but that's September 21st, 9/21. And then I think the next Mercury retrograde, I believe, is in November. I think it starts on November 9th or so. I'm not sure. Be sure to use your crystals, collective, and cleanse your energy. I've been using Tiger's Eye today, actually quite a bit. I'm going to pull some more tarot. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Devil, and let's see what the other two cards are. The Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay. So the Eight of Cups represent a walking away from, a leaving a situation, whether abandonment or ghosting. The Knight of Cups represents a genuine offer. And as facing me, the Devil did come out in reverse as facing me. And the Ace of Swords for the truth. So we have the World card for a new beginning with the divine being that's coming in to communicate with you, collaborate with you, as in that Three of Pentacles energy. Okay. So the World card, the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. And so we have two confirmations out here for a new start. Here are the two confirmations for a new start or completion of a cycle. Okay. Completion of a cycle and a new beginning. When something ends, something begins. Hermit. So for someone who is in isolation, okay, someone who doesn't get out and about and all of that sort of thing. I think for me in October, I think I'm going to get back out there. Okay. And when I say get back out there, I mean in regards to dating, wherever I happen to be in October. I don't know for sure where I will be. I did get my next visa for travel was approved. I don't have to use it. I have 90 days. I don't have to use it in October, but But yeah, I think I'm going to get back out there next month. And um, so this is what we have for the second pool. And again, that was in reverse. So. Divine is faithful collective. Confirmation verbs. Divine is faithful even if they take you up to the very edge of the cliff. Even if you fall over. Divine is faithful. And understand and I really do hope this is true for you, because if you're listening to this, the majority of you, not all of you, the majority of you are in a similar situation as far as the hermit and that sort of thing is concerned. So understand that divine, the universe, they give their most difficult journeys to their strongest warriors. Okay? And if you are a generational curse breaker in your family, in your bloodline, in your lineage, well then, you are amongst friends. Maxwell sings a song. And it's called This Woman's Work. I know you got a little life in you, babe. I know you got a lot of strength left. I know you got a little life in you. I know you got a lot of strength. I should be crying, but I just can't let it show. I should be empty, but I just can't. Right? So, in that song, you can look at it a couple of different ways. You can look at it as you singing that as motivation to someone, or your spirit guide singing that song to you, sending you that song. I know you got a little life in you left. I know you got a lot of strength left. And the reason why you can't cry anymore, or you can't He said, let it show. But it's because there are no more tears. No more tears to cry about the situations that you've been going through and the demonic forces that have been coming up against you to hinder you from just living a good life, just living a promised life. And and then he says, make it go away, right? But making meaning make that feeling go away, that debilitating whatever energy. Okay. Divine might be leading you to publish something, a book, write. One of the things that I think I'm going to do is I've shared the last 10 years of journal readings on this platform. That's in a playlist for the newer subscribers. If you go to the playlist and you take a look at it, you will find a playlist that is titled Journals or Journal Readings or something along those journal journeys or something. And I shared the last 10 years of my journey, dreams, visions, actual 3D situations and that sort of thing, including my journey through dialysis and transplant and all of that, starting in 2014. And I actually think I'm going to publish my journals. As a reminder, I did write a short story, little book, and you can find it on Goodreads and Amazon Kindle. The title of that little book is My Father, Your King. Okay, My Father, Your King. Okay, and if you read the description of the book, in case there's more than one that's titled My Father, Your King, if you read the description of the book is talking about Reverend Kevin Thomas and that warlock that murdered my father and in 1974, and then went ahead to take his place. And so when I was physically birthed, I knew nothing but him. Okay. But just pull some random messages. It's 44 on the video timer, and I know I'm just kind of rambling on, really. I guess some may see it that way. But again, just on speaking to the energy. And one of the things that I pride myself on is transparency. And I don't know how many readers would get on here. I know some do. And this is nothing against those who don't. But not all readers get on here and share their journey with you. A lot of them keep those things to themselves. And that's their prerogative. But I think it makes it a bit more personable and a bit more real when the person who's pulling the cards, who you are putting your trust into to get divine messages, I think it's important to know their journey. And how did they get to where they are, wherever they happen to be, whether they are walking in the fullness today or not. And so, I choose to be that way, rather than not share my personal life. Okay, and I'm just pulling random cards here. I'm not even looking at them before I show them to you. I just show them to you. Okay, to Gina Arnold, Jonathan. Eric, Aaron, Irwin. If it's the first and last name like Tachina Arnold, those names could be separate. Okay. Isis. Okay. So Isis is helping us on this journey. Thank you so much, Isis, and all of your energy, spiritual entourage is needed, not just today, but every day. Someone could be addicted to chocolate or like it a lot. The name Lisa, the name Tyrone. Okay. There could be something about tantric sex. Okay. That reminds me of Demolition Man. That movie from the 90s with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. Demolition Man. That movie's based in the future, if you've not seen that movie. Oh, and Sandra Bullock. So Sandra Bullock, Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes. Okay. Here's a private eye watching some of us. Confirmation with that cough. Baltimore. So there's something going down in Baltimore, or something about someone who lives in Baltimore. Any of the names that come out here? This county, anywhere in the world. This name, Alexis, and a fake spiritualist. Okay, that probably is the devil. Tarot card that came out. The name Maurice. The name Maurice is one of the names that was arrested in I was going to say Haynesville. There could be something about Haynesville, Haines City. There's a Haines City in Florida, actually. And but Maurice. That's the first name of one of the leaders of the House of Prayer in Hinesville, Georgia, that was recently arrested. Okay, so Maurice. And we have the Chancellor energy out here again for a political leader or someone who is in politics of some sort, or some type of government official who's in charge, a chancellor. Okay. For some of us, Skull and Bones, or some other secret societies behind some of the things that we've been going through. They do have birth charts. And they do know when star seeds are born because they have the numerology charts. So they know what days and things to look for. Okay, and what births to look out for. Confirmation. Okay. Arkansas. Could be something about Arkansas. Walmart headquarters is in Bentonville, Arkansas. The name Fox. Okay. collective, the government doesn't want you to know about the experiments on you. Your government does not want you to know about the experiments done on you. And there's something about a corrupt business. I am looking at the demonic child, okay? And this child could be an adult at this point in time. Or someone was raising a demonic child. Okay, underground crime ring and a monsoon on the way. Again, in Southeast Asia, we are in the rainy season. Doesn't mean it's going to be here. And it doesn't mean a physical monsoon. Okay. It's on the back of this card. Rise of the Titans. That's what that says. Rise of the Titans. Okay. You could identify as that sort of ancient being. We have Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta. And we have, they killed your mother or father to take your inheritance. Look. Confirmation knock. They killed your mother or father to take your inheritance. I think I mentioned that earlier in regards to my father. The name Tremaine or Trey. Tremont. Atlanta. Okay. Let me count these cards. Divine is having me count these cards. I guess I'm supposed to pull a certain amount. So okay, so I have 20. I was going to say something about 2020 vision earlier. Let me take a look at the tarot and see if what that was comes back to me. Okay, so someone is or was doing water magic. For some of us, at some point, there will be a money bag coming or a money bag opportunity. Okay. Sarcasm and SOB. That could be someone's initials, however you OBS, OSB, however. Okay, someone could be a boss, right? With the card, with the tarot that came out, with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, someone is a boss. Okay, it's just a matter of how that resonates for your journey. So collective, someone who was dealing with you or that you were dealing with, curse their bloodline. Okay. And someone in this energy is a dog or animal lover. The name Kyle. I'll stop it at 1 hour. The name Josie. planted evidence, blood evidence, planted evidence, and blood evidence. Okay. So this could be a dirty police officer or investigator, examiner, judge, attorney that planted false evidence against you. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender times 10,000 with vengeance and a sword. Okay. Some of us are solving a cold case. Some of us who are online, no matter how you're sharing your information, okay, on whatever platform, some of us are helping solve cold cases. Okay. And someone's stuck in the matrix, no doubt, whoever cursed their bloodline, they're stuck in the matrix. Okay. I'd be lying if I didn't say the current energy feels like the collective is stuck in the matrix, even though we're not. Okay. There's something about an invite. It says don't go to that event. Californication. Okay. And the name William. Okay. So they could go by Will. They could go by Bill. They can go by this name, William. Could be Williams, Williamson, Willie. Okay. So be aware of an event, invite, collective. This could have already happened also. Confirmation bird. Could have happened already. And you turned it down. Good job. I said Bill, and there it is. Okay. You could be concerned about your bills. Okay. And Nancy. Okay. Solar plexus protection. I've been doing solar plexus protection this evening before coming on and taking another walk outside. The name Blake in Illinois. Okay. Feminine energy is needed at this time. If you are feeling the same energy I am feeling, collective, take it easy on yourself. Okay. Walk a little slower. Breathe a little deeper. That's important, I'm getting. Walk a little slower and breathe a little deeper. Okay. Something about new connections, that's a confirmation on the tarot. And some of us are dealing with a murder case. Okay. Thank you so much, collective, for being a part of the journey here. And again, welcome in new subscribers. If you do have a private account, I do not receive notifications, but I do welcome you in just the same. And yeah, thank you so much as always, and be encouraged.